If you're in the middle of a breakup, or you're trying to reconcile with your ex, or you've simply just gone through a breakup, it can be this constant question of, does my ex miss me? So unfortunately, the answer isn't quite as straightforward as you'd like. But in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 reasons why they don't miss you, why that's a good thing, give you one surprising reason why they do miss you, and what you can do to work that to your advantage. So first of all, when it comes to breakups, when it comes to reconciliation, it's pretty rare that in any situation that someone would have only one single feeling. So if your partner has broken up with you, it's unlikely, even in the worst relationship, that there would be 0 missing someone. There are so many things to miss about a relationship. The routine, the good times, the connections. It's very rare that a relationship is 100% bad. But on the other hand, there are going to be a lot of things that they don't miss, that they are actually happy to be away from. The arguments, the problems, the discords that you've had that have not been figured out. So when it comes to the idea of, do they miss me? There are going to be a lot of factors as to why they would miss you and to what extent. So if you think about it, there's the time since you broke up. So if you broke up 2 weeks ago, it's going to be very different from breaking up 3 years ago, right? There's also the factor of if there's somebody else in the picture right now. So for example, if you and your partner broke up and they're seeing somebody else right now, the amount that they miss you is going to be less than that if they are simply single. That's just the fact of the matter. Another factor that affects it is how the relationship ended. So how many discords have built up. So for example, how many emotional and logical discords, not seeing eye to eye, have built up over time. And also thinking about what ultimately was damaged. So there are 3 main elements of relationships. There's emotional safety, there's intellectual intimacy, and then there's goal synergy. And without these 3, the relationship breaks down. And the discords and the problems that all happen in the relationship damage each one of these elements. So usually in a breakup, one or all of these elements have been damaged, which is why your partner doesn't see the potential in the relationship right now. Another thing that affects how a partner misses you right now is communication. So your communication since the breakup has a big impact on whether they miss you right now. So if you've interacted with them since the breakup and it's been good, then they're more likely to miss you a little bit more. But if you've interacted badly with them since the breakup, then they're less likely to miss you. And if you've not interacted since the breakup and it ended badly, then they're less likely to miss you. So all of these are different elements that factor into whether they would miss you or not. But what does this all translate to? What are the main reasons why they wouldn't miss you? Well, just before I move forward, if you do want more videos like this on relationships, communication, and even ADHD, then feel free to subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week. The first main reason is that the end of the relationship is fresh in their minds. So when a relationship breaks down, all of the discords, the challenges, and problems have been built up. And like we mentioned, they've impacted the emotional safety, the intellectual intimacy, and the goal synergy of the relationship. So if your ex is away from you right now, maybe you're not interacting as much with you, that breakdown of all of those elements is still going to be fresh in their mind. They're going to be seeing things through what we call expectancy bias. So expectancy bias is when your partner starts to look at the relationship through the existing evidence of what has happened before, all of the previous discords and challenges that have been unresolved. So if you were always arguing, your partner is going to be looking at the current version of you, even if you've changed, as someone who is still going to cause arguments, who is not going to be able to overcome these discords. And hearing this specifically right now could be especially frustrating, especially if you've broken up and you have had some realizations that you have needed to change and you've started changing yourself. You're trying to repair the relationship because your partner is going to be seeing you through this expectancy bias, through the past lens of you. You know, this specifically is what I work on with a lot of my ultra normal members, which is overcoming this expectancy bias and navigating that so that your partner is able to see the true version of you, the changes that you have made, and actually be able to change in the right ways to repair the relationship. So right now, they're not going to be missing you as much as you would maybe like because they currently have this expectancy bias and they're going to see a lot of you in the relationship through that lens. You know, eventually when you do interact with them, they're going to be looking for more signs that you're going to be causing more problems in the relationship. So even if you have changed, they're not going to be missing you, at least not at first, not until you can start to undo some of that expectancy bias. Another reason why they're not going to be missing you is that they've told you all about all of the discords and all of the challenges and problems many times, and they've still not been resolved. So the reason why they wouldn't be missing you right now, even if you are interacting with them, is because any interactions, anything you do is still likely to have a lot of these discords attached to them, a lot of these problems. So even if they do see that you've changed, there still are unresolved problems, unresolved discords that you've still not healed, you've still not overcome. So for example, if they're paying attention to you on social media, or even if you're interacting with them day to day, because of these emotional discords that have not been resolved, they're still going to be attached to everything that you do. And again, this adds to expectancy bias. So that is another reason why they wouldn't be missing you right now. And the third reason why they wouldn't be missing you right now is that they are finally taking back their agency and they're simply enjoying their ability to make their own choices. So for a lot of people, if you're trying to reconcile, we'll see this as a bad thing. We'll see their partner enjoying their freedom, enjoying their time away from you as a bad thing. You know, maybe you want them to enjoy their life, but you kind of also want them to want you in it, right? You want them to miss you. You want them to feel your absence. But the fact is, the fact that they've taken back their agency and they're making their own choices is a good thing. You know, think about it this way. You don't want your ex to feel like they are obligated to be with you. So the fact that they broke up with you and that they don't feel obligated just to be with you, despite things are being bad, is a good thing. I know that this could be hard to hear, but ultimately, do you want to be in a relationship with someone who's just sticking with you because they feel like they should, because they feel like they have to be in this relationship? Or would you rather have someone that chooses to be with you, right? That is choosing the relationship. And, you know, this can sting. This can feel a little bit painful, but they're not choosing to be with you right now because of the previous evidence that they've seen. They need to start seeing changes in you and changes in the relationship over time. They need to know that you are able to overcome the discords and the challenges that are going to come in a potential future relationship. Once they start seeing that, then the likelihood that they will start seeing the relationship differently will start to change. Then it's really crucial that you learn the right skills to be able to do this. And this is what I do with all of my ultra normal members, being able to focus on the right skills and the right tools and the changes in order to maximize your ability to develop and grow and repair this relationship moving forward. And if you do want to join us, then join me on my free relationship bootcamp, where you'll learn the same steps and tools that all of my successful ultra normal members have used to start repairing their relationships from the ground up. All you need to do is click on the link in the description to grab your spot. So it can kind of feel sucky, right? You know, you could be thinking right now, you know, I don't really want to hear how my partner doesn't miss me. You know, I want to hear why they do miss me. So there is one crucial reason why they would be missing you. Well, if you think about what I said at the start of it's very rare that someone will be feeling just one feeling. So it's going to be very rare that your ex-partner is going to be sitting there thinking, I never miss my ex. You know, as human beings, we have waves of emotion, right? Even in a relationship, there's going to be days where we miss our partner and don't miss our partner. So if you're in a relationship, it all comes in ebbs and flows. So there is going to be reasons why they miss you. So take a second to think about it. Despite the discords and the challenges built up in the relationship, they were hopeful that you were able to continue to work through them. And if they broke up with you, it unfortunately means that the evidence that they had recently, just before the breakup, outweighed that hope. But they still had that somewhere, and they will always have that small amount of hope that there was the chance of change. But more often than not, they will always hold on to that hope that you will be able to develop in order to lead the relationship in the right direction. And that's exactly what a lot of my members have found. The ones that have gone through stonewalling or resentment or breaking through expectancy bias is that their partner is still always watching them grow. They're always paying attention to how much you change, how much you develop, how much you grow yourself and your skills in order to navigate the relationships, in order for your partner to start feeling safe again. And even if they aren't interacting with you right now, they're still aware of it through, mutual friends or social media. And they want to be able to feel that you're able to overcome these challenges in the relationship in the right way. They have been wanting you to have these tools to be able to navigate the complexities of relationships. So they will be watching from afar to confirm or deny their suspicions. So yes, there will be moments they miss the good times, they miss the potential in the relationship, and there's going to be a lot of evidence against that. So it's really important to learn the right skills to maximize your chances of repairing the relationship with your ex. I've actually done a deeper dive onto this, which I'll link to on the screen. There are some really fundamental tools that are crucial to learn in order to be able to navigate repairing and reconciling a relationship. It's really crucial to focus on the right things, the right tools, and the right growth in order for them to be able to see eventually that you do have the skills and capabilities of overcoming these challenges in the relationship. So I'll leave you with that deep dive video, and I'll see you over there.